report. Most people call me Watchie. Some people call me Watchie. But I appreciate any name you call me. But it's nice having Crystal, a young lady who has Sangre Grande heart. And that is me. Crystal, I know you want a foundation of this and this sailor man still with me. But here's what I tell you. That is like many moons like in the late 50s and early 60s as a youth man growing up in Sangre Grande. You know, I grew up in the Heart of Grande. I was the Heart of Grande because I just run from where I live and by the roundabout in half a minute. You know? So we were fortunate carnival times. We were fortunate to be in Sangre Grande seeing mass. You know, and mass used to pass in front of our house. So I remember, you know, growing up, it used to have so much traditional mass in Sangre Grande. We used to have like the fancy sailors, we have the fancy Indians, you had Warahul, you had Tambu Bambu coming from fishing pond. They were famous for the Tambu Bambu. You know, and then they had war mass. But what used to marvel me was, first of all, seeing the firemen dance from the ship, how they will dance. But what went on in those days is that they had a little history. The sailors came to Port of Spain from the naval ships, and the people in Port of Spain now like how the sailors were looking in the nice white clothes.
When the sailors came off the ship.
Yes, so they emulate these sailors and these Port of Spain people, and they started playing sailor in white military officers, and from there, knowing Trinidadians very creative, they started taking the sailor things and started do different things now. From that same ship had different battalions on the ship. So they had like the CBs, but they used to bring bands along them, fancy CBs. So fancy CBs is just one part of the ship. So that the main series is construction battalion. So you find from the ship now, they had the firemen, they had the men who were in Dongori, hard clothes, they call them Dongori sailors, they were the mechanics on the boat. You understand? And it evolved into they start buying what you call nice material, and they start to make fancy tools with the sailor, the same sailor outfit. They start to make fancy tools. So find from that one boat now, had the CBs was one section, they will wear vests and pants, and they will have a polka in there, because they have fire. They have the firemen section, they dancing with the polka. Okay, and then it had these guys now. I always talk about them because I was very closely bakery. It had these guys now. They couldn't buy white drill and these nice things to play here, so they will go to the bakery. In those days, the bakery had flowers to come and have a big bag. So carnival time now, these fellas will go and buy a bag for 25 cents. So sometimes 6 bags might make a sailor suit. Nice, like traditional mask. And on the flower, on the bag had a print, all the print, like what you will see now on the paper. Yeah. They had it on the bag. So they had red rooster, they had green rooster, 5 roses, you know. So these were the print. So these fellas now will make a whole sailor suit in that. They were kind of unruly, sailor. So you find out them coming down road all about 12 o'clock in the day. Them have one long, them is a long nose. They're making mass with a long nose. So they call them long nose sailor. And them fellas will take things like old pro and tie behind them. So they from them now, you have what you call the drunken sailor. the drunken sailor come aboard because them was the drunken sailor man. The real sailor bands, everyone them in the band. Because when the real nice sailor come down about 2-3 o'clock in the evening, them fellas rolling drain and all kind of thing. They want them in the band kind of out, but now, you know, for years they have played, but I bring it back. On the top. Let me start from the top, coming down now.
Yeah.
So what we have is the traditional sailor, what I call it, I normally call it traditional sailor, which is the sailors that are like what all stars just play the white, that we call traditional sailor. Conventional sailor, conventional sailor. And then we have the traditional sailor. So we start in the traditional sailor, let's say with the fancy sailor or the king sailor. And then there are the CBs, construction battalion. Now that comprises like the firemen on the boat, the men who, the mechanics. That is the CBs because they have the Dongori money wearing hard clothes. And when you leave, you come down, it have different types of sailors and crystal. It have like the umbrella sailor and the box face sailor. All now they come under the flower band. Long ago, the sailor band used to have generals in the band.
Yeah.
So when the sailor band come out, you find out the ordinary sailors. Now they play war mass. Boys Town and Manzan with war men. They will play mass, they will play war mass. The Shamrocks and them.
Okay.
They will the war mass. So they will make big tanks. Battalion, real battalion. So on that band now, you find now you get ordinary sailor, you find men who go into war, then have generals in the band. Men with a 5-star general. If you're a small man, you can't buy gabardine. That gabardine is expensive. So you have about 3 men. So they are saying, Crystal, you know what they say now? They say Ash Wednesday, if you walk into Frederick Street and you look on the ground, you might see a general sleeping, you know. This time they may come general that play mass in only and he drunk and lie down and sleep inside the road, you know. My salute when he get up.
Throughout the years you played the different sailors.
No, what happened to me now, as I was telling you now, I like how they used to dance.
Okay.
As a little fella, I know some marvel, especially firemen. But as I got older, Juve morning was my thing. I will play mudmans. For a number of years I played mud. And then I remember going to Lavanti by one of my family and they had a fancy sailor headpiece. And I tell the man, I say, you better headpiece now. Say, take it now. So every year, they will come from America to play mass here, fancy sailor fellow called Jason Griffith. Now Jason Griffith and them fellows is big time sailor men from over the in Belmonte. Then is the masters in the sailor business. So from there now, I used to every Tuesday, I will come out by myself there and play a sailor. For years.
So you just put on your costume?
Yes, and just dance in Sangre Grande.
And people didn't say, man?
Yes, most people say, man.
Yeah.
Work out for me in that I end up with NCC as a master tutor. You know? So, as I was telling you now, I end up afterwards putting on the headpiece and playing the mass. And from there now, I'm getting people to play with me, bring bands. It's kind of hard in Sangre Grande to bring mass in. Sangre Grande people don't like to play mass at all. You know?
Well, why do you think that is?
I believe, as I just always tell people, Sangre Grande was really home of traditional mass. And from the time traditional mass kind of phased out, you know, most of the traditional people used to come from outside. You find the Warrawin used to come from beach. The Jab coming from quite Cunapo, Chama, them dropping here. That's the women. So when them done, they go on. Look at fishing pond. Fishing pond not tambu bamboo. Why? They don't try to go back fishing pond bill and try to see if they can resurrect the tambu bamboo.
Do you see traditional mass being revived in Sangre Grande, or if there's an opportunity for you to do so, would you do so?
Well, right now I believe that they're working on it because I think last year, Carnival Sunday, they brought a lot of traditional characters. But what used to happen here, you know? Every carnival Monday I used to have, yeah, but funds, they're easy because when them fellas them come professional. The first sailor band I bought was 1984.
In Grande?
Yeah. The fellow called Abu and Clint. But you see traditional mass people, the bikini and the beads and feathers take over the mass. And is now we trying to see what we could do with traditional mass, pushing traditional mass worldwide. Because here this now, you see my imagination goes so far. When carnival time comes with sailor, that I here I make a costume, with that oil spill. Remember that big oil spill?
Yeah.
And I went in, went into Samaru, and as I walked in the Samaru, I see a black piece of land. I take it, I see well, we're gonna make an oil spill. So I make an oil spill crystal, and when I say I make an oil spill, I had the lid on the oil. Just a little bit of water remaining on the oil. I had that on the black, you know. I take mirrors and just make little mirror here and mirror there and thing. And take some old brown thing and put like a little bit of grass in it. Choo oil spilling. And go into and dancing and come second to me. What happened now? This sailor man. For years he had not playing, but he stopped playing mud now, he stopped playing mud now. He said, come on, there's a mass camp, or say a mass camp in Monto, they call it Monto Connection. Monto Connection. And this guy, Keith Carrington, we work together, he will make, he's the man used to be doing this. But they keep saying that them use Chrome. So I end up going by, you say, but could you dance? I say, I know I could dance here. Check up, and I end up in that band. I watch that man decorating costumes and decorating headpieces, just as you know. And there I am. That is how I really play mass with them, and I just not really hook them, but I get to like because you never Rasta man who does do carving and things, live in the rents, living down inside here. When he has me plenty because he's a cut the patterns on it. You know? So the amount of time that I have to like to do work that is costume. When the girl, she cut, you know, our Rupsing daughter, Leanne, she just cut all these things for me.
Okay.
She do my headpiece, the last headpiece I want CPL with. She make the whole Lara feeling. Wicked advertisement, everything.
As far as I know, in terms of mass in Grande, who I know would be like Mikey Sana, because I played Mikey Joseph.
Yeah, well, when Sana died, a part of Carnival, a part of the mass go on too.
I remember playing Finish Carnival in Grande with him, like every year we would look forward to that. Like,
we had Carnival in Sangre Grande, even after traditional died. So we had a fellow called Roscoe, we from right on the Michael Roscoe's name was. He was a very good mass man. Now we had men in the older days like Benito Thomas, who was a cock Jody father and them.
really?
Yeah, them fellas and them grandfathers to bring, but they used to bring mass in Grande, that is in the early 50s. Because I talking about, you see, Grande had in those days I talking about, Grande had about 8 or 9 bands, you know. Because you saw bands coming from Wallenville had a band. Roscoe had a band, Sana had a band. You have getting bands from Boys Town. You see those Chinese from my room about it. Chow and them. They used to bring fancy Indians. They was the fancy Indian section, Apache. We call it Apache. So we had mass until when these band leaders come and die. I don't know if they never passed it on. Apparently they never passed it on. Because when they died, they died.
Yeah.
When Sana died, that was the end of Sana. That was the end of Sana's legacy. If you check Carnival in Sangre Grande for the last 20 years, Carnival has deteriorated in Sangre Grande. Even the steam pan, which is Corets, they don't, Corets get a proper sponsor, they will be better. You see, peacemaking, sponsorship, everything making sense. That's why them fellas and them, I find this is one of the best years in a year. You understand? One of the best, because when them set the pace there, and them better to come good enough.
I agree with that. I was watching it and I was like, what? Give them Corets.
I mean, I like to see traditional mass really come back to something. And I hope this year they're going to do it. I really like it on a Sunday. Monday, in fact. Because Monday doesn't have anything.
So are you a part of the festival's committee?
No. This year is a kind of hard person to deal with. And the final Carnival is concerned. I'm very passionate. And I don't like to be around people who practically play maths.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? And I just cross that border and go back to the traditional maths in Sangre Grande.
Yeah.
So we kind of but a lot of things need improving. You see now, we are going to say, you can't wait for Carnival to come to be only around that time. What about? Well, use me now during the Carnival and say, Watchie, we have a little change remaining because I like money. We have a little change remaining in the pocket. We'll give X amount of go Matura or see and see. Look at the back Matura people see what they do. Matura, they have Matura had a nice Monday night mass. I used to go up Matura with my little side because we play old mass. The Bible old mass, Granny had plenty old mass. We did that old mass again where everybody come out 3 o'clock in the morning, throw some artificial paint on their body. You haven't seen that one mass again.
Do you think Kenrick Watche, fancy sailor extraordinaire, would ever bring a fancy sailor band back to Grande?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can look out for that 2025.
Yeah, right now we have a team, you know. We have a team that we have about 6 of us is going to sailor, the only point about the one we pass here. Everybody at the coast, we just go and play massive.
I would personally like to see the fancy sailors. But I see you on in Grande. I saw you last year, but I mean on a grander scale.
Well, it has a band in town, they call them. And maybe I don't know how I feel it. I just go and play mass, I just jump in and sailor band and because they come in here, they could play butterscotch. And I go on with Roman roses, they're accepting me.
You can fit in anyway.
Yeah, I fit in anyway.
So you've made a name for yourself.
Yeah, I could do it. Yeah, I could. One day I drop. Because you know what, like dancing, and by the time I reach, I dancing from with the band quarters straight back to the last stand.
Well, you keep mentioning the sailor dance, and that you're really good at it. So I would hope that you would show us a little thing of the sailor dance because, I mean, you're saying you're good. You're saying you could get in any band because you had your routine down, so we have to see a little thing.
But oh gosh, you can take that after, you can't take that today.
But you can't talk big swan and then at least a little
But you're Crystal, you sold that water. It has so much as different dance. It has so much a different dance, serious. It has the heel and toe, the camel walk, the rock the boat, the crab. You know what I mean? It's all different.
Which one is your favorite?
Well, I just go straight into crab.
Crab.
And I start with the little heel and toe, a little rock the boat and thing. And when you are going to crab and camel walk. What? How do you think the sailor dance really start? They say when the sailors come off the boat, they on the sea for so many months that when they come off, they coming off the boat. You want a boat, they're coming off like this. So when they reach on shore now, they're walking so still. You understand? So the dance starts. That's how it starts in a Crystal.
And
then with the fancy sailor business now, them old man sailor and everybody started dandy up the steps. They started dandy up the steps. They find a king sailor, even check a king sailor. A king sailor is a man. He real graceful. He's the king. He will give you a nice step. And he will jump. And he will this. And he will that. And he will spin around. And you understand what I mean? But when you get like the king sailor, when you get a fancy sailor like me now, who starting off graceful. You understand what I mean? I start off nice with a little heel and toe. And all of a sudden, as a sailor, I must pass by a rum shop. And when I pass by a rum shop, I'm going, I go take 2 punches and the next thing I start to fancy dance. I start to do all kind of things. I take my stick now, I start to then come back here, set it up, put it here, walk it together. Do all kind of things.
You're a saga boy thing now.
Yes, yeah?
You're a saga boy thing.
Yes. You understand what I mean, Crystal? When
Yes,
I say that come off, don't let nobody fool you. Once I say that come off and he come on land, alright. They talk about Uncle Samba.
That's
Uncle,
by
the corner by Andrew Street and by Market Road. Right? No, Uncle Samba, if you listen, Uncle Sam, who's Uncle Sam? You tell man everything about Uncle Sam. Once you hear Uncle Sam in North America. So in those days, well, I didn't born yet. That he gave me second World War when they had the base right on the wall of England. The Yankee soldiers and sailors and they will come Sangre Grande by Uncle Samba. That was the name of Uncle Samba. That when he used to go to the Yankees, used to go there and drink. Grande was a hub for sailors and things from the American Army. Remember that big base in Wall of Fame. Where the army is right now. All there was they had bunkers and all kind of things, the whole of the back there.
what called? Casapil.
That is the base down there. Yeah. That's understand. So Grande used to have a lot. Most people in Sangre Grande used to work on the base, you know. They didn't used to work from their same, but they used to work on the base.
And wrap it up fine like a nice. I'm still gonna lay event, but I'm thinking about my video in my mind.
Yeah.
In terms of Grande and Carnival, I know you say Carnival in Grande has deteriorated, but if given the opportunity to, you would love to revive traditional mass in Grande, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Do you see more younger persons getting involved with traditional mass?
Workshops that NCC do. What NCC may have to do now is to go at different level, because what they do workshops is mostly primary schools. But if you start taking the workshops to secondary schools now, because the children, a lot of children like to see the fancy sailor, they want to do the Blue Devil. Some of them don't even know the history of the Blue Devil. A lot of people know that the Blue Devil started up in Parmain. But them don't know molasses like how they had down in the ground down here. I remember Sangre Grande way back. Way back. I could pinpoint where every building was situated, the name of the building. He was mad in Sangre Grande. He was at that time in Sangre Grande, but we used to have kicks in Grande, you know. We will leave home and go out in Sangre Grande to interfere with people and give them names for them to run us down.
That when you was younger?
Yeah, you're telling you.
I can imagine children doing
You know, hit your teens and things.
That was fun.
And them days I talking about 64, 63, independence. I remember independence in 1962 like yesterday. And when we had independence, it's when the bus terminus. They had a big civic center there. When I was in the civic center, they had a big civic center with stage and everything.
So the civic center used to be where they run,
right
where
there,
the
where the
bus
bus
terminal.
terminus, that whole area. There's a big hall, a wooden hall. On the other side too, the Cox and them had another hall, they call it Cox Tranquility Hall. Cox Hall. You know? And I remember 1962, the first television comes Sangre Grande. They bring it Independence Day and they bring it St. Anne. This is your boy. The boy leave. Well, I could go and watch TV from Living Riley. And Crystal, this is me. I watching nothing because they wasn't getting no signal, nothing on me. Ants.
You're just glad to see a TV.
First time you're watching TV only on old reading book from England. You're laughing. My mother know me so good. My mother say, she come and she hold my ears and she came back inside. You know what I mean? I drive for the ride in Crystal, you know the old fire station. I grew up there.
But you are a fire officer as well too?
Yeah, that's why I became sergeant in 2007. I spent 32 years, 6 months in fire service.
And you was playing the sailor throughout the time there too?
Yeah?
You was doing fancy sailor throughout that whole time too?
No, I was playing a lot of mud.
Mud. So mud was your first love?
I love mud. They took up Johnny to Montreal book and put a whole paragraph in it. The always tell like, oh no, Crystal, I cool down, you know. 5 years ago or 10 years ago in Carnival, all along soon. I feeling it, I want to do.
And spirit does call you?
Yes, I'm feeling it, you know, like, I remember growing up, Carnival Sunday night, we could not go nowhere. We always had the March Gras, so we will take the March Gras on radio. We had no television in them days. And we used to be eager, you know, I mean, you're waiting for Juve. Everybody waiting for Juve. Sometimes people who you don't see dance for years, you see them dancing for Carnival. Sangre Grande, here we have a fellow called Piss. We used to call him Piss. And he will come down. In them days, they have what they call a half a slip. You know what they call a half slip? They don't He's looking for a sexy half slip. And them days, they don't know where Piss is to get them underwear. Close to bikini. And Piss will come down with a vest and wine and dance and wine all over Grande. And that is the mass he used to play. Women can't play women mass, you know. The oldest woman mass, women can play is damn alright. But men can play women.
Why?
That is tradition.
Tradition.
Men playing women. Look, last year my nephew play a woman. People didn't know that Marlon Foundation is from me. That kind of mass I used to play. Growing up, old mass. Take mommy dress and put it on. Take mommy shoes and put it on. Take mommy wig. Put on mommy wig. And come down the road. Tradition. I be serious. I could live with the time. I could live with young people. I could say dog, go on dog and touch my heart and touch my hair. I could do that real good because most of the time it's them that be around me. I have a young family right where they my 40 years. So I had to know how to groove. Naturally, that's the kind of person I am. Like I just tell people, I have a lot of friends that will come down Sangre Grande and why will be Grande. But I have my timing to go to Sangre Grande because I'm a Cunapoian. I'm a real Cunapo man. So my wife and them understand that when 9 o'clock in the morning, I go in Sangre Grande, I go and spend 3 hours in Sangre Grande. I go to the market, I'm touching base by the market, I'm touching base here. You have 2 baskets now. You must know when I have plenty money, I'll go this small one.
No, do you want to know?